Then another fool decided to blog me.
Yes.
They wrote this blog as how I sleep with all these women, these patients who come to my office. And at one point, it really hit me hard because I was like, wow, this my career now is going to be done.
And it has not yet started.
It has not even started. Manual therapy at the time in Kenya was people are just doing hot packs and ultrasound and TENS. So we were introducing manual therapy in a different way.
Yes.
People come and they think they know when they know nothing. You know?
Yes.
I think people need to come to such a setup with an open mind. Wait to be told, wait to be educated, ask your questions, and then observe.
Yes.
Don't come with you know it all. Oh, my pain is here, it has to be treated here. We know the pain is there.
Yes.
But how many doctors did you show that pain before you came to us?
And still did not.
And did not work.
Yes.
Yeah? So why do you want us to repeat what this doctor had done?
Yes.
Number one. Number two, we are not miracle workers. The body is the person who talks. Alright?
Yes.
So I developed interest in walking barefoot long time, but then I had a back problem.
Yes.
That was brought by a con, this one.
Yes.
And somebody told me remove shoes. And I removed shoes and my back pain went away. Why would I wear shoes again? No, just tell me.
Anyway, let's go back. Now it's 2012. You're back to Kenya. What's next?
Come back to Kenya, and I have to start my own. I want to start a practice. My American dad is dead.
Yes.
I don't have money. I only have very little money. I cannot start a practice. The little money I had also used to ship my things here.
Yes.
So I ended up working with a colleague in a physiotherapy clinic. She's late now. She's called Karen. She used to have a clinic called Physique. Karen gave me a place to work for a few days. Unfortunately, Karen passed on. Now, you know, it never always goes same.
Yeah. Sure.
When the person who had the interest in heart leaves.
Yes.
So there was a little bit of pull and push, and I had to move from that clinic.
Yes.
I went to another clinic in Karen. We'll not talk about it. But it's one of those.
Yes.
Anyway, but let's not talk about it.
Yes.
And then after that, I met a guy. It's called Peter Kenyua. Peter Kenyua was a patient of mine, and he gave me 2 million to start my office. Yes, start my office.
Man, you're blessed.
One thing I'll tell you.
How do you come across such?
I'll tell you something. Once you create a dream, once you have a dream,
Yes.
you believe in it, and you work towards it, you'll be surprised how heaven's open to get you angels to guide you through.
Oh, that's the concept which they say the universe is just one big wish granting
It
factory.
gives you everything you want. You just need to ask for it. But you have to be genuine,
Wow.
and you have to believe it.
Come on. So you did not go looking for him to...
No, we met as a patient. And it's through our patient interactions, I shared with him my frustrations.
Yes.
And he said, can we open an office together? And we did.
Wow.
That was called the Premier Rehab Centers.
Yes. So where was your first? No.
It was in General Mathenge.
Yes.
General Mathenge near Westlands. That was my first clinic called the Premier Rehab and Sports Centers.
So you are the receptionist. You are the...
No.
How did you start?
Yeah, I had staff.
Nice.
I had staff. I had a lady called Catherine as my receptionist.
Yes.
My first receptionist.
Yes.
And that's how we started. And then we ended up hiring some two therapists, two physios. We did some training. At that time, I was very ambitious. I thought, man, we have known a lot of things. I've known a lot of doctors in the US.
Yes.
There's this guy by the name is the late now. He was teaching an NMR. His name is disappearing. Can I invite him? I paid 3.5 million to bring this guy to Kenya. And then I advertised for a job of 20 people. 10 men and 10 women. In my head, I was thinking of how we can be trained and then start a systemized way of rehabilitation. Because manual therapy at the time in Kenya was people are just doing hot packs and ultrasound and TENS. So we were introducing manual therapy in a different way.
Yes. So this time were you into fascia?
No.
Fascia.
Okay.
Oh, this is 2012.
I'm just about to start fascia. I'm doing other fascia manipulation. Fascia therapies,
Yes.
like fascia distortion model, like active release technique, like dry needling, like pressure points. Those are the things I was doing then.
Yeah, okay.
And then with chiropractic, with compression tables. Then then we had these people, and I paid that guy to come to train, and we trained.
Yes.
Then we trained, and hakuna patients.
Come on.
Or rather, the people we trained did not buy the concept as I expected them to. Because I had expected kila mtu amepata training, akona knowledge, you know, you start kila mtu ataenda kuja hustle.
Yes.
We bring patients in the clinic, and then all of us start growing together. But it didn't work. That was the first failure as an entrepreneur. Serious fail. Unaanguka like 20 steps huko chini, because you have invested all your savings to bring this guy.
Yes.
You're paying 20 people salary. So
Salaries.
it was like 2 million.
20 is a huge number.
Yeah, like 2 million. It was, my salary bracket was like about almost 2 million. Ukihesabu salary, rent, hata hakuna kitu unapeleka home, hakuna kitu unabakisha.
20 is even higher than our staff right now.
Yeah. It was just ambition. It's
There
crazy.
you are, ambitious.
Crazy ambition. Then another fool decided to blog me, because these clinics that I was working for, the one in Karen,
Yes.
they decided that they're gonna blog me.
Yes.
That I sleep with every single patient who comes to our facility.
Wow.
They had another fool.
Yes.
What is his name?
No, let's leave him out.
Yes.
Let's just leave him out.
To write blogs.
Yes.
And then this guy also hired another 10 bloggers.
Yes.
And they wrote these bloggers of how I sleep with all these women, these patients who come to my office. And at one point, it really hit me hard, because I was like, wow, this is my career now is going to be done.
And it has not yet
It
started.
has not even started.
Yes.
But I remember two senior politicians, very senior politicians, I will not mention their names.
Yes.
They came to my office and they found me very low. And I explained what was going. And they're like, we are in the TV, in the newspaper, everywhere, every day. They're like, have you done it? No. You're sure you've not done it? Yes. If government investigated, you're not going to be guilty? No. Then continue doing your work. Forget about them.
Nice.
So, earplugs.
Tuanze kazi.
I started living my life. And that's now I started now thinking of how to build something that is mine. And a more holistic approach. Because now I've even started, now that was 2015.
Yes.
And I had already started doing some fascia training. So I had started having an idea of my own. And I remember I was in Italy. I went to Italy maybe 8 months later or a year later.
Yes.
And I was lying in my hotel.
Yes.
And then I saw a spider.
Yes.
A spider making a spider. You know the spider would make yes, and then stay at the center.
Yes.
That's how this came into me. So that's the spider. These are the supporting, and that's the web of the spider.
Now it makes sense now.
But then it has a meaning beyond a spider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The meaning beyond a spider. When I did this, so it was okay. I have a spider.
Yes.
But then I was like, okay, then what does it mean? It needs to have a meaning. And this is when the concept of the egg came into being.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So the wing on the side
Yes.
is the structure.
Yes.
The wing on the left
Yes.
is metabolism, and the wing below is emotional health.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So shell, white yolk, yellow yolk. Okay.
Yes.
And then this yolk, hizo yolk tulisema imeshikiliwa.
Yes.
That's why you see these circles. Okay. And in between is the fluid. The white is the fascia.
Yes.
The white and the green is the fascia.
Yes.
And the spaces is the fluid. Now, when patients the idea is to be able to be able to educate patients to understand that healing is a journey, or rather health is a journey.
Yes.
You cannot heal just like this, because by the time you have the problem that has brought you to see a doctor,
Yes.
that problem
must have been there before. And now we know clearly that children are born with disabilities. Children are born with problems. Yeah, the children, a child can be stuck in the back canal. There's this one to get problem with extension, and the stuck this one to get up reflection, like in reflection, and get played in rotation, and your bridge presentation can be many things that are happening in the back. So most of the problems actually have most of our health problems. So I said I have to go back to that. So I said for us that we are going to heal people, we need to understand that we need to maintain a balance of the future. What is in my emotion? That's why I have to spy that. I said that, okay? And if we are to treat this patient when they come to us, we need to treat that step by step by step. Okay? That's why we have the first orange light. This is the fast pain. Top. Okay. Most of the time, you are now, you see, coming, you have got health. But in the real sense of it, you see that circle has two circles, yes. Or what the goes up angel. Because umetumiza the pain, lakini we have not treated the cause. Okay? It gives you some heads. Yeah. So, mtakapea hiyo pain itarudi. So the routine of the same drive. About our, like let's go back and forth to command like a lumber. Sure. That's why we come in. So when we come in, we treat you that fast pain. Okay? Until we take a painful stage. The fast painful stage is the fast 4 degrees from 4 weeks to illness. Yes. And then we talk about scary story that the pain is not gone, and it's still there, but you feel much better, you can function better, but you're weak, you're uncoordinated, you're unbalanced. Okay? Yes. Go to the next slide. So stability. In that stability, then I will bring things to help balance, coordination. And then, because we are a wellness clinic, we don't stop with that, with pain and we push you further now to strength. The clinic just have a destination wellness. So the 12 weeks to wellness. That's how it's twisted, and that's how it's everything or what about the rule of this thing. Is that everything so? So we are analyzed. Why? Because we treat function. Yeah. So when you treat function, then we're only able to do service, repair, and restore. So we can service on the structure, service from all things, and for an option can repair and restore without the thing. Whatever we're doing is based on they understand all its functions. Because fascia manipulation is a lot of borders on ganja and other but we just the way of showing of showing how many other traits and things he has naturally to get here. The sets up of balance. One method, 1,000 techniques. It is that one method, 1,000 techniques. Yes. So this is why we say the human variety is the most common place, and it's the pain in the style. Because everybody chases pain, but
whenever you chase pain, you can never fix pain. You need to chase function, because if you chase function, then you can live a lifestyle without pain.
Great.
Yeah.
So this was around 2015 when you found
I found the logo.
The logo, yes.
And then it took time to create. Now to have a program. So my program was informed. Why 12 weeks? You can ask me.
Yes.
12 weeks because there are 12 meridians in the body. Okay?
Yeah.
And the body moves in 3 planes of motion. So the fact that the body moves in 3 planes of motion, flexion, extension, side and side, we divide the 12 into
3.
So it means in each stage, you have to do how many visits?
4.
And we know when you do 4 visits, four visits, we are sure of helping you relieve pain. We are sure of it. That's why we call the painful stage. Yes. Because in the painful stage is what we say we demolish. Yeah? That's why we loosen the fascia, we break all the adhesions with the hands. We put you on a detox to cleanse the body. We put you on foam rollers and stretching to loosen up anything that is tight. Okay?
Yes.
Painful stage. Then we go to stability stage. Everything now has been loosened, but it's still uncoordinated, and unbalanced, weak. Yes. It needs to be stabilized. We do balance and coordination. We have not touched any weight. Wow. Okay? The pain has reduced maybe 60 or 70 or 80%.
Yes.
But it's not perfect. The stability here almost clears the pain completely. Okay? For majority of the patients. Some patients, if you have had a problem for a very long time, it may not clear. It may need more sessions.
Yes.
It's important to know that. And then when now you get to the stability, to the wellness, the wellness stage, here is that the muscles are balanced and coordinated. You are stronger. Now we do strengthening. With your body, with bands, with things that you move, but you don't put you to that. We don't start with pushing weights. We'll push you weight later when the body now is good. That's when you put you to do it.
Yes.
Yes. The same way we start with a detox, we end up with just as a maintenance supplement.
Yes.
We start with very simple exercise, we end up with complex exercise. So it's precision. Our work is always based on precision. If a patient comes and they follow our advice, you know, the problem we have, like I had today, is people come and they think they know when they know nothing. You know?
Yes.
I think people need to come to such a setup with an open mind. Wait to be told, wait to be educated, ask your questions, and then observe.
Yes.
Don't come with you know it all. Oh, now my pain is here, it has to be treated here. We know the pain is there.
Yes.
But how many doctors did you show that pain before you came to us?
And still did not
And
help.
did not work.
Yes.
Yeah? So why do you want us to repeat what this doctor had done?
Yes.
Number one. Number two, we are not miracle workers. The body is the person who talks. It's your body who talks. Most people, you work on them like, hey, it is your body, it's not me.
Yes.
It is not me. Me, I'm only touching what is not working.
Yes.
And when I touch what is not working, the pain you are feeling, you may feel like I'm the one causing the pain, but it's your body.
Yes.
And I can say that without a doubt, because majority of the patients who have done the 12 weeks to wellness,
Yes.
and you have interviewed majority of them.
Yes.
When we started, they all
Yes.
thought I was torturing them.
True.
Now they are finished. Most of them don't want to leave.
True.
How many have you seen that they don't want to leave?
True.
They're like, hey, daktari sasa tumemaliza lakini mtu akikaa atarudi.
Yes.
You get, they want to come back. So somebody needs to give this treatment a chance, because this is not treatment that is available everywhere.
Yes.
So ujuaji yako na ile ujuaji wa Kenya weka kando. Kuja kwanza tukusome tukutibu.
Yes.
Patia this a chance. Vile ulipatia hosi chance. Juu umekula dawa 10, 20, 15 years. Pia sisi tunakwambia tu 12 weeks, sisi tukutish 10 years, tukutish 1 year. Tunakwambia 12 weeks, 6 months.
You see.
Tupatie chance na sisi uone. Wacha kuja na kimbelembele mingi. Follow the process and then judge us. Mimi nasema judge us after you have done. Stop judging us before you read the book.
Great.
No. Na watu wanafanya hivyo. Stop judging us before you read the book. Read the book, finish, then say, you know what? This is bullshit. Yeah.
Nice.
Or you read the book and say, this is the thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's how the human garage was formed.
This is how the human garage was formed. So I created the 12 meridians.
Yes.
Made the 12 visits. The way the body moves, made it into these 3 stages. And the structure metabolism based on an egg. So it's as simple as that.
And if I may ask, why garage? Why not call it the human rehab centers?
Because I'm not rehabilitating anything.
Come on.
What am I rehabilitating? I'm only restoring.
Okay.
I'm not rehabilitating.
Yes. So this is not a rehab center.
No, this is not a rehab center. We had a rehab name and removed it. We used to be called Premier Rehab Centers.
Yes.
But everybody thinks that rehab and thinks is a place for drugs and place for people who need that drug rehabilitation.
Yes.
No, this is not a rehabilitation. This is a garage for the humans where we can service you when you have no complaint, like the way you are.
Yes.
We start with a kid of 0 day to 1 year, from 0 day to 1 year.
Yes.
To assess for dysfunctions. Okay? So that we can repair them earlier. Okay? Or we wait until a patient comes here with a dysfunction. First time they have had a backache or knee pain, or they went running and have an ankle sprain. That is repair.
Yes.
And then we have a grandmother who comes here with backache, hypertension, constipation, acidity, gas and bloating, name it. We do the restoration.
So this mode of treatment is applicable to all ages.
Absolutely. As long as you have a body. Or rather, as long as you have fascia, which fascia is everywhere.
Great. So what was your lowest moment in the human garage? Because I'm sure you have your highs, you have your lows. What has been your
my lowest moment is when you train therapists and they don't see it.
What do you mean?
It's unfortunate, and I'll say this, that a lot of us are based on money. We are all money driven.
Yes.
Majority don't do it for the patient. They do it for themselves. So when you're money based, then you also have a pinch. You feel pain to invest in yourself.
True.
You feel pain to invest money to be better.
Yes.
Okay? So that's why people don't train much.
Yes.
Okay? And when you don't train much, but most people are forced to train because they want patient, but they don't train because they are doing it for the patient. It has to be doing it for the patient. So when I come and train people for free, I work with you and I start coaching you. Even before you know it, you think you even know before. You know, I've worked with therapists who, in a year, they think they even know beyond me. Unaona mpaka madharau, ujuaji, kiburi. And you look at them and you're like, okay, why don't you wonder how long you can do it? They live here. And after they leave this place, they are nowhere. They are nowhere. You cannot see them anymore. You know?
Wow.
Because they never sat down in the table to eat. They were glutton. They never ate. They needed to sit in the dining table with table manners.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And listen and understand the roots, the essence of what we are doing. Okay? So that then you can understand how it will benefit you. And you can benefit the patient. You understand? But if you only hear to, you don't want to read, my friend, you never know. There's no point of treating the back. There's no point of treating the headache. Because fascia manipulation is not about point, it's about a method.
Yes.
You need to understand the anatomy, you need to understand the physiology, you need to understand what happens. So my lowest point is that when you have trained a physio, or mostly physios, the ones I've trained, and then they don't get it, they don't benefit, you feel you have wasted your time. For me, it's not even that they didn't get it, that I wasted my time.
Okay.
You get?
Yes.
But my biggest moment?
Yes. It's the biggest now.
My biggest moment
Yes.
is when a medical doctor, a surgeon, a surgeon has seen what I'm doing, taken time to understand it,
Yes.
did a lot of research,
Yes.
and now enrolled in Fascia Manipulation International School.
Right.
For me, even if I don't train anyone else now, I am fine. I'm fine. You know,
Right.
I've fulfilled my American dad's promise
Yes.
that I'll help one more person.
Sure.
Yes, for me, yes, for me it's done. Now it's done.
Great.
And for me it's unfortunate. And it's also, I find it's unfortunate that the physiotherapists, the chiropractors, the osteopath in this part of the world would be the guys running with this. It's for them, man. It's for them. But they don't see it. So, who has seen it? Medical doctors have seen it. Let them run with it.
True.
Yeah, let them run with it.
True.
Because at the end of the day, what is the most important thing? Is to change the life of the patient.
True.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not about a profession.
Yeah.
You have come to my office. Have you ever seen even my certificate anywhere?
No.
No, because it's not the certificate that fits. It's your head. I can put all my certificates here.
You're the only doctor actually whose office has no certificate branded on the wall somewhere.
Because the patient don't give a damn about your certification, about your training. Patients only want results. They only know one language, results.
True.
Hakuna patient atatoka hapa kabla ingi kwa hii mlango ataanza kuuliza degree yako ni university gani? Ulifanya degree nini? Ulipata first honor ama no, they don't care.
Great.
You get the patient does not care. Patient only concern is, can you relieve my problem? Yes. The rest is stories.
Very nice.
So I can put my certificate. I have a lot of them. But I don't put them because I don't want my therapists to get fixated on certificates.
Yes.
I want them to be fixated on the knowledge.
Yeah.
Put a certificate in your house. You can watch them when you go home.
Quite.
They are for you. They're not for the patient.
Quite true.
Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yes.
It may be different for someone else.
Yes. Yeah. So, Doc, what's one thing you can't compromise on in your life? What's just one thing that, nah.
Patient integrity. Patient integrity that covers work, in terms of work ethic, in terms of how you treat the patient, in terms of how you serve each and every individual. It has to be the same. You know, it has to be the same, whether you're tired or not, whether they are poor or rich, whether they are smelly or smelling good. You have to. If you are going to be a doctor, you have to treat all your patients equal. Because that's how it should be. Because in old school medicine, doctors were not paid for service before they performed it. Excuse me. Somebody would go to see the doctor, they get treated, they go When they heal and they feel better, they will bring something equivalent to what benefit they got.
Sure. Very true.
All right?
Yes.
Unlike now. Now you pay,
Yes.
then you get serviced.
Serviced. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So for me, I think when you are able to do it and you don't care how much you're going to be paid, and you can do it without discriminating who has come and without getting tired, I think that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. And that now fulfills why. Me, I tell people, I found my purpose in life. To heal the land. Naturally, without the use of drugs or surgery. All right?
Yeah.
But only utilizing the power that made the body to heal it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch this conversation to your second organization, Tiba Bila Dawa.
Yes.
Talk us through it. Where did it start? Why Tiba Bila Dawa?
Okay. I used to have a lawyer. I used to have a company lawyer. Her name was Diana. And I started talking to her that I was given this. I need also to have something I give back. And the fact that my grandmother and my daughter and my ex-wife were my guinea pigs during my schooling, I felt obliged to create something in their honor to serve the less privileged in the society.
Yes.
Okay? So, Tiba Bila Dawa, I came with a name, Tiba Bila Dawa, treatment without use of drugs.
Yes.
My lawyer
Yes.
at the time came with one fascia at a time. Okay?
Yes.
And then I came up with caring for the elderly.
Nice.
Now we are changing it from caring for the elderly to call it caring for the community.
Nice.
Because we have to also cover the people aged around the age of my ex,
Yes.
and the people around the kids who are around my daughter's age.
Yes.
So border guys who have had accident and broken limbs and cannot afford any rehabilitation.
Yes.
When we come across them, we help. Younger people also who have gotten various problems and they cannot afford it, we help. Children, mothers, and of course elders.
Wow. So how many campaigns have you done so far with Tiba Bila Dawa?
Oh my, a lot. We started Tiba Bila Dawa in 2016.
Yes.
So it's been a lot.
Yes.
We started with the Namuyak Women Group. It's a group of teen mothers in Samburu County. These are mothers who ran away from abusive marriages or forced marriages and ended up like destitute, nowhere to go.
Yes.
And we partnered with a young lady, and we created a community. We have like 20 women now,
Yes.
and about maybe 30 children.
Yes.
I have a father of 30 kids. Yeah, about 30 children.
Yes.
That we sponsor for education. We sponsor with meals. We guide them.
Yes.
And we are hoping that not only are we going to be able to help these teen mothers have a home, a place where they call home, but maybe get some skill. Like shiatsu, some can go to education. But so we are looking for well-wishers and people who would be willing to support our mission,
Yes.
so that we can create a difference. For us, it's to create a difference. We don't want to give people. We don't want to give people fish every day.
Yes.
We want to teach people how to fish. So like these cigars, because they're in Samburu, and in Samburu there are so many lodges, so many tourist lodges. If they can learn things like shiatsu, reflexology, and then they get employed in those lodges, they make a living and they're able to support their children to take them to school. So this is the campaign we have. The other campaign we have is to target special tribes. I'm really intrigued in special tribes, and the reason I go for special tribes is simple. They are less medicated. They have had less medical intervention in terms of surgery.
Yes.
They still preserve their culture, so they still have what?
Old school medicine.
Yes. So, in the last year, I have turned my attention and the Tiba Bila Dawa attention to fully support and go to support special tribes. Here, special tribes, I'm talking about the El Molo, the Maasai, the Pokot, the Turkana, the Merile, the Merile Samburu. There are about 7 tribes in Kenya, or 8.
Yes.
Yeah? Who are small. They still have their culture like this.
In time,
They still have their old school medicine.
Yes.
they have not been exposed to too many drugs.
Yes.
So my treatment and their treatment kind of align. I remember when I went to El Molo 2 years ago,
Yes.
and we did this treatment, it really connected strong.
Yes.
The same way when I went to Turkana the other day and I
Yes.
went to Pokot,
Yes.
again, the same way. So for me, this is the interest.
Okay.
There's the interest to promote and to educate Africa and the world
Yes.
on the importance
Yes.
of the lost culture.
Okay.
Okay? What we lost when the colonial masters came to Africa can never be replaced. But it is the missing link, if you ask me, in medicine.
Yes.
Because we have Chinese medicine, we have Indian medicine, the Ayurvedic, we have the modern medicine.
Yes.
Where's the African medicine?
True.
And Africa grows everything.
True.
Right?
It's the
Anything
motherland.
can grow here. It's motherland.
Yes.
Everything grows here.
Yes.
It also means that the medicine that was here and is still here even now is still powerful.
True.
You can go on YouTube and look at the Kalenjins, for example,
Yes.
or the Kalenjins, the Turkana, doing surgery
Yes.
using something so blunt, and they're doing craniotomy, and the patient survives. Yeah.
Nice.
You get, So for me, that knowledge and that lost knowledge
Yes.
is what I would want to preserve. I remember that when I was growing up, there was a guy called Dr. Githai. Dr. Githai was a traditional doctor or herbalist from Nyeri or somewhere. This guy became very famous and with a lot of things about herbs and how he healed in the past. But then, unfortunately, Gava, you didn't support him. We killed it. We only went west. Kama vile sahi tunavaa suruali ya kufika huku chini. That's not African. Seriously, it's not African. So please, government, please those in positions of power across Africa, let's maintain our heritage. We have a lot in it. It may look backward, it may look uncouth, it may look dirty, but I'll tell you, it worked because they survived. It worked because my grandmother, your grandmother, and your grandmother lived to 100, 105. But my mother, your mother, you, me, at 50 we are struggling, we're in diapers. At 60, hardly walk. At 70, kwa wheelchair. At 80, diapers kwa bed.
Okay.
So there must have been something that our grandparents knew that we don't.
True.
So we cannot ignore them.
Cool. So there's something that distinguishes you from every other person. Why do you walk barefoot? Why call yourself the barefoot doctor?
I learned something very early in my life, to be myself. I don't do things to get anybody's accreditation. I don't care how you think. I do it. Whatever you think when I'm barefoot is your own problem. Okay, as long as I've not broken the law, I've not offended you, I've not done anything that kama inakukasirisha tu umeniona, wewe kasirika, hizo ni zako. But if I've not broken the law, I've not hurt anyone within the community, I do me. All right?
Yes.
So I developed interest in walking barefoot long time, but then I had a back problem.
Yes.
That was brought by a con, this one.
Yes.
And somebody told me remove shoes. And I removed shoes and my back pain went away. Why would I wear shoes again? No, just tell me.
Nice.
Yeah, it was for me.
Yes.
Selfishly done for
You.
For me. Yes, and that's why even I was in Europe barefoot. I've been everywhere barefoot. To test one thing. Can the body adapt? And was the body meant for shoes or barefoot?
So, Doc, how do people take you walking in the airports, say, barefoot, if they stop you and I'll tell you something? Nobody has ever stopped me at the airport. Yes. Actually, I've not been stopped apart from one place in Las Vegas where we're supposed to have. Wait. Yeah, I've been very sure. Yes. That I think that one opened our shoes so I had to buy slippers. Yes. Other than that, I don't want to get into my food. These people who are in here, but you have no for the approach. That's one. Number two, and you go back to know what you work. You need to be confident and you know where you're going. When you're not confident, you'll be stopped. When you're not confident, people will be stopped from doing many things. But when you're confident, you know what to do. You know the story. Right? And there is hygiene. In my wife doesn't complain. Everybody else can complain. It's clear. And so, dog, what is the future of the human garage? The future of the human garage is to train more people. I'm sure by the time Dr. Adam is coming back, with that, this year we're doing some training. We're starting my cast class alone here. We're going to be advertising that soon. It's to teach a lot of people, not only in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, across Africa. This method actually fits best in Africa. Why? Because in most places in Africa we have very few resources. But we have very sharp guys. Guys with good education have no job. Who can be trained. Yeah. Into this level and they can work in the workplace. So one of the reasons why we work barefoot is because long time in China there were barefoot workers who were working in our wage. So the Chipapiladao Foundation has similar things. That we can train people to work within their wage and be able to treat patients within their need. So that the services, people don't have to travel in India. They can be seen by somebody in their home. My grandmother doesn't have to go to Nairobi and be attended in her home. This is a man fee. What about the bladder? This is for the bladder. Talking about the bladder. The bladder needs to reach the most remote places possible. The human garage needs to train and treat the outbreaks. That's for me, I think my legacy is to bladder when you've done other things. So going forward, what do you suggest to the policymakers? Okay, especially about fascia manipulation. For me, the Kenyan government should know that we are a golden method. We have a golden thing can help all 35 or 60 year parents affordably, cheaply, but extremely fair. And we consider it in our institutions, consider it in our medical schools, consider it in our colleges, consider it in our osteopathic colleges, consider it in our biotech colleges, not only in across Africa. Let's build Africa. Let's build Kenya. Let's build us with all promise. That was. Right. So, yes or no? Yes or no question. The fascia manipulation, the future of medicine. Yes. Explain. Because modern medicine ignored the connective tissue fascia and its importance in the body. So a lot of the diseases that the modern medicine cannot attend to or treat, numbness, paralysis, cold feet and all that, can be easily helped if you consider fascia. So fascia, incorporating the fascia in the understanding of medicine would also make the outcome of treatments more effective. So how big is this opportunity for fascia manipulation in Kenya and Africa? I would be overjoyed if Kenya had an capacity of offering fascia manipulation as the first country in Africa to be overjoyed so that we can be the fountainhead of fascia manipulation in Africa is then second for fountainhead of fascia manipulation. Yeah. Now, thanks a lot, Doc. I know it has been a long day, you've been patient, but still you managed to sit there with us and share with us your story. Well, umekapitia lakini life iko hivyo mazee, lazima ukapitie. Lazima uistue. No. Umekupitia. Kufail na fail. Yes. Kusema na utasapa. Yes. But success will come. Yes. Okay? Yes. I'm not to know what you want. You have to dig down yourself to know why you're here. What is your purpose in life? Once you know what your purpose in life, then you never work at the back. Yeah. I've never worked. I tell people that and they don't take that to run. I've never worked a day in my life. Number one. Number two, I don't carry money. You've been with me. True. I don't carry money. True. I don't carry money. When I need money, I call get someone to sort it out. So I was able to remove myself from money. So money does not bother me. I don't get excited by money. I get excited by my patience. Okay. Yeah. So very which is it's been a long session, but it has been a very informative one. And been very excited to host Dr. Hamisi here. And as a break off now, to finish out this episode, guys, I wish you the best. If now known, well, Dr. Hamisi is the Barefoot Doctor. So until next time, until our next episode, we'll be bringing you more practitioners, more of our staff to talk about issues about what we deal with here, the human rights. Until next time, I've been your host, Dave.